Hello everyone, this is Jim from Big Sal's Feeder Farm. I just want to do a quick demonstration video about how we count our roaches for shipping and local pickup. I've already sorted my roaches and I have them in the bucket system here. The bottom one is a catch bucket which collects all the frass, any roach food that fell off the egg crates, and the cleaner beetles. The next bucket up is for extra smalls, and this one is for smalls. On top of that, the roaches that are currently in here would have already fallen through these holes, which collects all the bigger roaches. There would be small mediums or any mediums that could have got in there. Now, once they are sorted and in the buckets for a few minutes, I'll gently bring this over here and shake it a little bit so that all the smaller roaches will fall through the bottom. That's the smaller roaches, any roach frass or cleaner beetles. You want to make sure you get all of them out of here because they could mess up your weights and give people the wrong size. So we'll get them all shaken off. And then I have a 16-ounce deli cup. Put it on just a little $10 jewelry scale we got from eBay. Yes, the cheap scales can malfunction, which is important for us to hand count the first 100 of every size every time we ship or every time we fill an order. So once all the extra smalls fall through the bottom, I'll put that back, and I use a little 2-ounce deli cup, and I will grab just a few roaches at a time and hand count them into this deli cup until I reach 100. Now, for the sake of the video, I've already hand counted 100. There is a mix between smalls and extra smalls here, but I will set the deli cup on the scale, turn it on so it's at 0, and I'll hand count the 100. As an example, it's 4.45. So I always keep the calculator close. I do 4.45. Now for an order of 500, we do 10% extra, so we want to give the customer 550. So we'll times 4.45 by 5.5, which would be 24.475. So I will again make sure all the smaller roaches and cleaner bugs get out of here. And I get my little 2-ounce deli cup, grab a small little handful at a time until it gets up to 47 or 24.47. Now, what we do is we will round up usually to the nearest gram, which would be 25 grams. And in this case, it's 25.15. So not only do our customers get the extra 10%, but they get a little bit extra on top of that, just in case there's any errors. And we put them in a deli cup, we put food on the bottom, we put little slices of carrots down in the middle, and we'll just spread this evenly over the top so that they don't fall out. And then we just put a lid on it. And that's how we do it. Now, say we got 6 orders of 500 going out. We already hand counted the first 100 and did the math. We will keep the same math. That's why we always add the extra 10% and why we always round up to the nearest gram. So even if we were off a little bit, the customer is still going to get more than they bought versus less. I can't tell you how many times in the past that I'd go to reptile shows and buy, they have pre-made cups of 200 mediums, and I'd buy, 5 or 10 of those cups to build our own colonies and come home and hand count, and there'd be 189 or 175, and it seemed like they were always short, and that makes me mad because, I'm paying for 200. I want 200. If you want to give me extra, that's fine, but don't cheat me. So we always want to make sure to give extra so that we're not cheating anybody. And you never know, during shipping and the weather changes, things can mess up. So it's always nice to give them extra. So now we got this one. We'll mark on the lid 550 plus small so that the customer knows that they got 550 or more. tell you what, with the smalls and especially the extra small roaches, whoops, it never looks like enough. 500 roaches is not even half a deli cup full, and it never looks good. So I always encourage my customers to also invest in a scale. That way, if we run out or if they buy from somebody else, they can weigh their own when they unbox them and find out how many they get. Like I said, you can get these scales on eBay for $10 all day long. And it's, you know, any reptile hobbyist that has deals with bugs a lot should definitely have a digital scale, if not for the bugs, for the animals themselves. Another thing we always keep on hand is our tweezers. We don't like to give cleaner bugs with our roaches. You know, a lot of our customers don't breed their own roaches. They have no use for cleaner bugs, and they don't like seeing them in their order. Of course, they also take up weight. So when we go through the bucket system for the extra smalls, there's always a bunch of cleaner beetles in that do not fall through the bottom. So we pick them out. We try to pick them all out before we dump them in their shipping container. We don't always get them all, but we try not to give very many. That's just another point I want to talk about. I think that wraps it up. Hope that helps clear up any confusion you may have had about how to count roaches in large numbers. Thank you much.